Hello, people. Good evening to you all. Juviana again, and today this is what I'm having on my table: Success Habits by Napoleon Hill. And it's actually the first book of Napoleon I've read, and I really liked it. So as I was reading, I opened this book. I'm like, which chapter should I begin with? And I go to this chapter 11, which says accurate thinking. Yeah, so today I want to talk about how we people think, how we're supposed to think. And yes, chapter 11 in Success Habits, here we are. So in one of Napoleon's statements, he says that thinking great will put you on the way to being great. And yes, us who believe in that can tell. So Napoleon continues to say that there are two ways of thinking. We have the inaccurate thinking as well as the accurate thinking. Yeah, he says that accurate thinking is where you think are based on facts, and inaccurate thinking, that's where you think copying others blindly. So those who are successful in what they do, they don't just think, but they think correctly. So I'll leave a question saying, do you think correctly, or you just think not basing on facts or going by what someone says? Like you just take it blindly and you don't think that way. So among the examples Napoleon Hill uses in this chapter is the guy who works at the petrol station, who is asked, let me say, by the manager, who asks him that many cars are passing here, but a few cars are getting the petrol from our station. What could be the reason? So because the guy is thinking inaccurately, he maybe says it's because of the environment. You get? But maybe what answer this guy needed is knowing if the guy who works at the petrol station thinks accurately or he just go by his opinions. So what the guy does is to take time, record the cars that were passing there, to see like how long the traffic was, which actually shows us that people accept excuses quickly. Look at it. And they also don't look for real cause, they just say anything. So that brings us to this question, that are we critical thinkers or we just go by our opinions? Do we take time to think before we do something, or we just leave things the way they are? Okay. So I take you back to the statement that says thinking great will put you on the way to being great.